Hi guys, here we are. Today it's Monday, 2nd of July. So we are very close to summer vacation. July, it's really the beginning for many countries of vacation time and of course here in France also. Anyway, I will go, hi Abdul. Anyway, I will go to take my, I think, deserved vacation in 22 days. So before I will be on vacation, we still have a few Mondays, Wednesdays together. And then, of course, for about 3 weeks, I guess I will not be connected. That's normal. But starting the 20th of August, I'll be back. Okay? Hi guys, a lot of people coming, so I go and check on the computer screen so that I have a video. I can check how everything is going. There we go. Hey Marcin, so what did you do? Exploit. Marcin was supposed to be connected in 30 minutes or so, and he's there. That's fine. That's nice. Hi Naga. Hello Ray. Ciao Siddharth. A lot of people. Now we are almost like a real class. It's a little bit virtual, of course, but you are always the same ones. I remember all your names. So that's very nice. It feels like I'm really going back to teach to young people like you. Too bad that we are not together. I cannot interact with you. Real life. So now 13 people. We wait just a couple of more minutes and then we're gonna start. I can't have volume up, but I'm watching. Okay, no problem, no problem. That's okay. Yeah, you guys are very regular. I'm very surprised. Hello. Ciao Anket. Akash, let's start. Yes, we will start. Just few more minutes. But Pratyush, no problem if you miss the video because you can always go back and check it on the channel and you get it back. Hey Rohit, how you doing? That's very nice. So how was your weekend? A lot of sports on TV. A lot of sports on TV. Exciting sports. MotoGP, JP with Valentino Rossi that almost had the opportunity to win or arrive second, and then at the end he made a stupid mistake at the last corner, so he got so Marquez could win. I was enjoying Louis Armstrong Plus Auto and Design magazine, the article about VW ID buds. Yeah, cool. Then we had the Formula One, which was really interesting, with the Mercedes that this time did not go too far. I bet they are very mad. And Raikkonen and Vettel with Ferrari that were kind of able to follow the Verstappen that really went really well. Very nice Alonso, who made an incredible exploit starting from the box, and he at the end arrived 8th, even with a little bit of luck, of course. But without luck, sometimes we cannot do everything. And then we had soccer. Some nice soccer games for the Mundial. So it was a quite rich, sporty weekend. It was very hot here. 33, 34 degrees outside. So I was inside because my house is fresh inside. So I was very comfortable. So today we're gonna make nice sketches, and I would like to do again some nice perspective, but at the same time, I would like to change a little bit the subjects. And we always sketch cars, of course, but this time we will talk about people mover. Okay, people mover. We can consider the people mover project that in many schools are given as something only diesel car for family or hybrid. But what if people move for 2030, something really far, probably fully electric? So, and maybe in autonomous driving. So, what type of life on board, and how it's going to be the interior, and of course how it's going to be the exterior. If this car, it's not going to be a classical type of car for a family. So that's the real question. Somebody wrote something. Yes, Pratyush, between SPD, YED and YAD, which one is better for master? You know what? For master, all three are good. They are very equivalent. So there's not really much different. The only thing I can tell you that IED, they have in Torino, they have a model shop so that you can make your clay model, or I guess foam models. YAD does not have it, but they have the help of a supplier that has a sort of convention. And the SPD, to be honest, I am not sure. But the SPD program is very good too, I know. Coventry is also a very good school. Today, since quite a few years, Coventry did like that. So it's going up in terms of quality, teaching, projects, and it's you can go on and check their projects on their websites. Please explain how to draw side view mirror. Naga, we do not care about side view mirrors. Sorry. I'm not gonna sketch that. Désolé. I'm sorry, but who cares about side view mirrors? Yeah, Siddharth, leave him alone. We know. He's still obsessed with stuff very old. But one day he will understand. One day he will understand that at this stage of a project, when we start, the most important thing is the proportions, the volumes, not the little detail. The little detail will come after, will come later. Okay, good. So you know what? We are 16 and we're gonna start. And so I'm gonna take the telephone, I'm gonna put it over the support, the vertical support, okay? So let me see if I have to turn it like that. Okay. I want to make sure that there is no noise, so I am just placing the light so that it does not touch the microphone. I'll take off the cable. Yeah, the cable is away. And I think that now I can place, there we go. I guess this way should be fine. Aditya Munde, yes, IED makes also full-size one car models for Ginovato. Yes, it's true. But to be honest, I'm not very enthusiastic of full-scale models done in school. I think that it's not something to do. But that's my personal opinion. Okay, so I want just to orient it a little bit better like that. Okay. Look, I was doing some sketches yesterday for fun about boats, but the proportions are very bad, so I stopped. All right, so I just change a little bit the angle so that you can have a better vision of the whole thing. Alright, so here we have my pencil sharpener, okay, and I will take a nice blue pencil as usual. Pratyush, to become a clay modeler there is an excellent school in Italy. I don't know, Pratyush, are you in Italy following a design school, or are you in India right now? Please answer me. This question was for Pratyush Vasule. Okay. In India, okay, okay. In India, then you have MIT, MIT. They do a lot of clay modeling. MIT. Ciao Pepi, welcome back. Bentornato. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, I want to make something that I just draw a few lines trying to understand what type of perspective I want to do, you see? And this is just to give me, yeah, exactly. In Italy there is CEMI, which is excellent, excellent school, exclusively dedicated to clay modeling. It's very close to Torino. It's about an hour by train, and it is a school that works only on clay modeling, model making, fiberglass, all materials. It's really forming people that want to become excellent manual modelers and clay modelers. And they work also on computers so that they can learn also how to work on Alias and how to work on the most technical software, which is CATIA, that everybody, all engineers know very well. What about the DC in India? It's a good school also, Yash. I don't know it too well, but I know that they are improving. That's what is the rumors I get from few people I know in India. Okay, so I'm gonna just do something really very artistic, okay? I'm not gonna be too precise at the moment. I'm just getting some ideas, okay? I really want to find something that it's inspiring, okay? So I put my center line. Okay, so can you see? Yes, baby. I never visited Isam in Modena, but Isam, for what I know, for what I saw, Also looking at their Facebook page, their website and stuff, to me is an engineering school. It's not a design school. Even if they say they do car design, but to me, and besides, I don't know anybody, any designers in 30 years of experience and 30 years of colleagues and friends, and many are Italians, that come from ISAM. I'm sorry, but I don't know. Okay, so now that I did that, what I want, well, that's cool. Well, what do you mean, Pepe? That you are in ISAM, or I didn't understand what you wrote. Attempted. What do you mean that you were almost in that school and then you didn't do it, or that you are in that school? Meanwhile, I check the perspective. It looks okay. So now I'm gonna work a little bit the line work. Okay. And as you can see, of course, working on the line work, on the line quality, it gives me the opportunity to check sections and to work them better. Ah, Pepe, you already graduated from that school. But tell me something, what are you doing now? Because I forgot, I'm sorry. You are doing a master, maybe? Ciao Lydia, we just started, don't worry. Okay, so we are starting. You see, the thing is starting to come out. Now, let's start sending. I'm working on my portfolio full time. Okay, I get it. But tell me something, Pepe. Did you like the experience at ISAM? Because you are the first one to who I'm talking about this school. I'm curious. For a portfolio, you know that you must have a very good portfolio. Because if you don't, you're gonna have problems. So the section here will be like this. Can you see? Yes, this is a very good question. I promise that for next time, what I will do, I will go and search on internet. Even if you go and you can check on my website lucianobove.com, because many times I talk about portfolios and I put some samples that I find, of course, on the net. But I will make some copies of stuff that I think are good, and next time I will show you at the beginning, okay, of our the beginning of our connection. What's your views on YouTube on portfolios in Yad? Yeah, Aditya, you saw that. Yeah, I went there for a lecture. It was a 4 hours lecture over there, a whole afternoon. Yeah, it was a long ago, that one. Okay, so now let me make my point, and let's start making some graphics here so that we can understand a little bit more about this about this design. So here let's do something a little bit simple, okay? Okay, for example, something like that. Why not? And then here we'll just make it like that. A very simple shape, very simple. Well, it was very formative and I'd say complete. I've learned everything a designer should learn except for clay modeling. Okay, good. And tell me something, Pepe. Who were your teachers teaching you sketching, card design, illustration, stuff like that? Because I don't know any of those teachers. Okay, okay, I understand. No problem. I understand. Most important thing that you are satisfied. I'm still waiting for a colleague that tells me I am from ESAM. But anyway, I hope that you had everything you needed. Okay, so you see now we're starting to have a sort of contemporary design, let's say. It's not super hot, but it's I'm doing this on purpose because I want to try to make you think differently. Because unless we always thinking about cars and stuff, and then we get always blocked a little bit in our brain with the typical stuff that we learn how to do, and we remain in that circle. With this, you can start thinking of something completely different. For example, here, imagine that we have a sort of center element, okay? All right? And this one, maybe inside, there are all sort of elements that are important for the driving. Maybe we have displays inside, you see? So this is all glass, okay? Yes, Aditya, you have to think out of the box. And that's important because you don't want to be stuck, you don't want to get stuck into something for too long. Also because there are several different type of projects in real life. And you have some stuff that are a bit more traditional, but there are also other stuff that are much way more advanced. So now I'm trying to play a little bit transparency, just a little bit. So let's imagine that we don't have a real dashboard. We have something that is like that. And then we can imagine also that we have, of course, sort of a screen. So you see, I'm trying to think how could be a sort of interior. Can you see? Yeah, Pepe, I understand, but that will be fine if you have a good portfolio. That's always the same thing, you know. That's the answer I give to everybody. You have a good portfolio that people accept, and then you're fine. Ciao, Kevin. Don't worry, we just started. We started to work on something a little bit out of the box. That's the theme of today. And then, of course, we can imagine that here we have so I'm putting some details so that it gets a little bit of realism. You see? Now we have a sort of interior. I know it's not perfect, but it's not important. More or less in the right proportions, perspective, I would say it's okay. No big deal. And this will help us to convey an idea. You know, we know that this car is not just a conventional car. Yes, Kevin, marker paper, of course. So now that I did that, what do I do? What I want to do, I want to make a little bit of shading, okay, with my pencil. And after we will take just a little bit of blue chalk, okay, nupastels, and we will just give a little bit of shape without using marker, okay? We will not use marker. So I make just some reflections, okay? Okay. So now I will play, I will play with my blue pencil and make some shading, okay, some shadows. And look, I will go light. I'm not doing something too heavy, okay? And you will see that when I will come next to the reflection, I will leave all this area kind of white, okay? Because don't forget that after we will do dark light, dark light. So that's what I'm trying to keep in mind, not to forget. So I'm really light. Okay, now this element here, I want to make it like this is like if it were of another material. So I make a base, okay, very light, and after I'll play with the shadow to give it the 3D effect. Look how nice. Okay, so here we have, I would say, our main line work with a little bit of shading and three-dimensional effect, okay? All right, so now I will take the magic pad for our to prepare the chalk, okay, the nupastel. I'm going to look for it. I have it here. So we use it here, and then I would like also to use something else, which is a nice color, magenta, okay, and then we will use a warm color to do a little bit of the effect of the sunlight, okay, and to do that I will use this one. So you see all three there. So we have, you will see this combination is gonna be nice. I mean, I hope I don't mess it out, huh? I don't mess it up, but if everything goes fine, I think we're gonna have fun. Now, baby powder, our spray fix. I'm going to search for some cotton because I forgot to go and take it. So just 1 minute, I'll be back, okay? I have to go in another room because the cotton is over there. Okay, here I am. So we have the cotton, all right? Let me see if yeah, we're gonna do this way. Okay. So I'll put a little bit of baby powder here and here in two spots, okay? And the reason I'm putting two spots is because one will be dedicated exclusively to this color, okay, which is dark. And those two, which are very similar, will be dedicated here, okay? So that we don't mix those colors and everything looks really ugly after. Voila. Oops. It's broken. No big deal. And then a bit of yellow. Okay, so let's start. Let's see if we can do it. First thing I do, I will work with the blue because I need my base, okay? I have to understand what's dark, what's light, how is the body and everything else, okay? So I start. Okay, still another one and then it's fine. And yes, the reflection this time I'm doing with the chalk. So something different. Let's try. Okay, so spray fix. The blue is the indigo blue. I'm just fixing a little bit the ellipses to make sure that if there is a little mistake we can hide it, of course. Yeah, like that is a little bit better. Okay, so now that we sprayed, we can do the second step, again with the blue, and of course you can see that because I am working on bigger surfaces compared to the other sketches I used to use the chalk is a little bit easier because I have more space. You see? So you see, it's starting to look nice. Now we're starting to see really a little bit of depth, okay? And we understand really well now the shape. Now there is one thing I want to explain. Don't forget that this area here, this one here, it's a part of a sphere. That's why I'm doing the shading like that. It's like a sphere. Here we are a cylinder, okay? And this time here, it is not a conic shape, but it is a cylinder shape, vertical, okay? Just like on top. This is just to make you think how and why I am doing the shading like that. Okay, let's spray fix. Let's wait for a while. See, when I look back, I know that there are little things that could be better. So that's why I go back and I try to fix little things that I see right away that are not really nicely done or not too exact. Okay. Okay, so once again, now step 3. There we go. Okay, so I'll spray again, and there is one more step with this blue, and after we will move on the other colors. Let's let it dry. So what do you think so far? Give me a feedback. You see, I just added a light here because those are too small. So we add two little lights on the side here. Thanks, Aditya. Both Adityas. Adityas. Okay, so this is the last touch with the blue. I have a frozen image on my computer. I hope that you can still see. Okay, good. So I'll just refresh. I will just refresh. So now that we did that, all right, what I want to do now is, first thing, I will take the magenta color, this one, okay? And the magenta color is the cool or cold color that we're gonna put around this area because the sun is coming from the right, okay? The sun is coming from here. And the cool light is, of course, on the opposite side. So we're going to take this magenta and we're going to just put it here. So I take a new piece of cotton, of course. And I will start. At the beginning a little bit light, okay? Because we don't want to make a mess out of it. So maybe this is too light. So we're gonna try to hit a little bit stronger. Now, can you see the difference? Look, we are starting to see a little bit of the car that is turning because it's picking up the light from the left corner, from the left side. So now, to do a good job, we have to make another step. So, how are we gonna do it? I'm gonna spray fix once again. We let it dry. And we're gonna create a little bit of stronger cool light around the windshield, this area here. Okay, so again, let's take it. Much stronger, much stronger. Can you see? And the last thing we have to do is just to put a little bit of this warm light, sunny light here on the right. And we will do with another cotton, of course. And this one will be really light. Because if we do too much, it's gonna be a mess. You gotta be careful unless it's gonna turn green because of the blue. So I will once, and after I will spray fix everything. So let's see. Okay. Now, I hope you can see the effect. Can you see the warm and cool light? I put against the light so that you can see better. Okay, now let's wait that it dries, and then we can do something, also something very interesting. But while it's drying, I'm gonna wash my hands. Okay, it's just here. 1 second. Okay, so now we can do something else, and look what I do, and if you want to try at home, do it, but you have to be very careful, okay? Because I'm gonna use the chalk straight on top of the sketch. Andrea, this beautiful kind of sketch, still alive. Sense of today, almost made in Photoshop. Yes, Andrea, the beginning people do it, but not with nupastel. They do it with markers because it's a lot faster. That's why. So let's try. Can you see? Look how nice. Very sketchy. And on the side here, we're gonna do the same thing with the yellow. So I take the yellow straight, okay, and I make lines just like if it were my pencil. Look. All right, now that we did that, we still have some work to do. So, spray fix so that I don't destroy what I've done, okay? I let it dry. And once it is dry, we're gonna go back with our blue pencil because we have to retouch some elements to make sure that the contrast is really the right one, okay? So, but to do so, I really need to wait that everything is really super well dry. So, I cannot touch it. But I'm showing you this technique because it's the best way for you to learn, to reason, to make an experimentation, to experiment media. You see, this time I'm not using color pencil, I'm using straight the chalk. I'm not doing the shadow. I'm just trying to color the body of the car and its graphics. There are lots of different ways we can do stuff, you know. And the nice thing is to learn how to do it so that after when you go on Photoshop or you start using markers or whatever, you have this in mind and you can you can do it. You can just do it by yourself with no problem. So look how nice it looks simply because I just starting to work with contrast on top of the chalk. And that's what we're gonna do here. Wait, I need a clean paper here, like that. You see, I don't want to. And now I'm working with the contrast. That's the only thing I do. Working contrast. Look, reflection on the glass. You see? And now I'm going to do the same thing in the front. Okay. All right. Now I will take my white pencil, okay, and I'm gonna add some details with the white. Now I would like to show you those details. You see? There we have a feeling of thickness. And the last thing we're gonna do, of course, our magic white spot. So let's do it. Okay, I think I am done. Now, the only thing I want to do is I wash my brush. And now we can imagine to do something for the background. So for the background, what we're gonna do, don't worry, I'm not going crazy. You see, we had to think a little bit out of the box. Wait. Look how nice this effect. Not so bad, huh? And now I take the blue with my finger. And the last, but I need to wash my hands. Now, what I want to do, just to complete, is I want to use the warm color that we put here, which is this orange yellow, but I'm going to use another one because this one is too orange. So I'm going to search for the cream color. So first of all, I put back all the chalks so that I make some space and I don't mix colors. Okay, so we're gonna take this one, which is cream color. and I use my clean finger just to, you see, now you have a clear idea of what we have. The last thing I'm going to do, I'm going just to spray fix everything, because unless it's going to be a mess if I put my hands. So we're going to wait a little bit, and I wash my hands again. So it's not so bad. Okay, so what we need to do now, just to clean up a few things, okay? So that we do a good job. I will just put some dark lines here. This is a correction that I'm making. And this one is really to get a very good contrast. In fact, it is much better. Okay, so now we can take our magic black felt tip pen. Where the hell is it? There we go. And I think it's done. So, are you happy with that? You see, this is a new way that I showed you now. New way to use the media, to mix the media, to make experience, to try stuff. And you see, we can improvise a very flashy sketch. This is still a sketch, but it's kind of flashy, okay? With some nice highlights. We have a cold and warm, right? We have a very nice fuzzy background, which is quite nice. Messy, but why not? This wants to be a little bit a messy technique. And we use our fingers, you see. So what I'm saying is that you have to be curious to take your tools and make also mess out of it. It's not a big deal. The most important thing is that you get the point of creating and making something that has a very nice look, very professional. You see, we had fun. We had fun for almost an hour and a half. So not so bad. So what can I do now? I think that I will take a beautiful picture of this, all right? I promise. And I will put it, of course, on the Facebook page and on our Instagram. And what you should do, if you want, just share it and say people to come and visit us during our live connections. All right? Thank you very much. This time I'll tell you bye-bye. Wait, that I take back my... Where is it? There you go. Okay, so here we are. So today we had fun with different type of media. Well, we mix a lot of stuff together. I just want to take again the sketch, okay, so that you can see it. And of course, I use those two colors because it is kind of easy, but you can try different colors. Instead of the magenta, you can use a very acid green, for example. No? You can use a little bit of black inside the blue, so that you get the color even deeper. Maybe next time we will do that. Okay, next time we will do that. So, this is not a design, it's just an example to force you that you can sketch a little bit something different than a classical car, and this is a creative exercise. And that's what you have to do. You have to use your creativity. Now that you sketch a little bit better, try to use your skills that are improving to explore new stuff. This is the objective, the exploration. All right? So, I hope you had fun this time again. I wish you a very good evening, Monday evening. And for those that are going to sleep, good night and thanks for following. Ciao. See you Wednesday, of course, at the same time. Ciao.